We're playing Bastion. Bastion was the first game made by Supergiant Games up there in the corner. I'll get rid of that logo up there. I just wanted to give credit to where credit is due. Supergiant Games is a very, very good game design company, game development studio. They have only made 4 games. Bastion is the first, Transistor was the second, Pyre was the third, and their new game, Hades, technically isn't out yet. It's a early access game, but it's coming out soon, and I'm really excited to play it, and I've heard it's great. I'm debating playing it. I wanted to maybe save it until it was like out, because I don't know, I feel weird about judging a game, and not even like I'm like a reviewer or anything, but I feel weird about judging a game when it's not like officially out yet, Like I want to see the final vision, but games are iterative, so really there's no true final vision. So I hope the audio levels are okay. This game can get a little loud, but I've been tweaking it all day, just testing my voice versus the game's volume. I haven't found a point that I like too much, but I'm working on it, so don't judge me too hard, please. Maybe I'll turn down my voice just slightly. I don't know. It's tough to gauge. Hopefully it didn't go too low. Alright, so we're playing with Bastion here. First game, it's kind of like an action... It's just an action game, I'm not really sure how to describe it. It's isometric. This is a key design that Supergiant Games does with all their games. It's this like top-down isometric view, and you'll get a feel for it once I start playing. But I'm going to start a new game. There's a couple modes in here that I haven't seen before. Let's see, normal mode, okay. No sweat mode. Nice, easy. See, that's nice, New Game Plus. I wish more games, especially games like this, had a New Game Plus. And a lot of them do, but I wish it was a more common theme, because I love just like beating a game the way it was intended to be played, like unlocking certain things at certain moments, and then on further replays, maybe I'd want to like play through it with all the abilities. No, you don't have to worry about that unlock system. You kind of just get to roll through it. I really like when games have that as a feature. Score tech mode, I don't know what that is. Store new game. Repeatable areas. Oh, it's got scoring. That's interesting. I'm not too interested in that, but that's fine. I understand why people might want to do score type stuff. We're just going to do a normal mode. There we go. Oh no, my existing game will be lost. That's okay. Excuse me. The thing I think I appreciate most about Supergiant is...
supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky.
The narrator is a just incredible addition to this game, and Supergiant does a great job of kind of telling their story like this. Not necessarily through this, omniscient narrator type person, but they have such an atmosphere and such a killer. Man, I don't know what to describe it as. See that?
Sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
Music is great. Composer's name is Darren Korb, if I'm not mistaken. All of his soundtracks that he's done are great. This Supergiant's got this great design behind everything they do. Really respect the hell out of them. But this is that isometric view I was talking about. Games that are like this, if you've ever played, like, not look exactly like this, but have an isometric view, Roller Coaster Tycoon, kind of that like slightly offset angled camera. This is good for this game because it's an action game, so you want to be able to kind of see a lot while also having, a distinct character in the center of your screen here. Anyways, you play this game normally on PC with a keyboard and mouse, but you can plug in a gamepad, a controller. I am doing that right now because I cannot imagine playing this game without a gamepad.
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
I love that.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road.
Mm-hmm.
it's a touching reunion.
Whee!
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Like, it almost feels sacrilegious to, like, talk over this game, you know? Like, this is a game that needs to be experienced, you know, with the way you play the game.
That a survivor?
Nope.
No, man. It's a gas fella. Forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though.
It's such a good atmosphere, man. Like, this game has...
Kid just rages for a while.
Look at that. Like, it's got this, like, kind of, you know, like, ability to kind of tell what you're doing and then commentate on it, you know? That's the beauty of the narrator in this game. It feels, like, really natural in the sense that, like, oh, what I'm doing is what's supposed to happen. Although I think if you fall... What does he say?
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
It's funny. This is incredibly written.
An old repeater falls out of the sky.
Nice.
Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do.
I don't remember loving the repeater. I think my favorite weapon in this game is the those like dual pistols. But you can see on the bottom right over there, I have X and B. I forget what the trigger does. I think it's like a potion or something, but you can use both of these abilities. And I was actually just watching the no-clip documentary on Bastion and Supergiant Games in general, and they were kind of talking about how they doubled up the weapons you could have. Because originally, I think what they said was that they designed, you know, you'd have the hammer, or you'd have the bow, or you'd have the this, you know? And by allowing you to choose between a melee and a ranged weapon here, you were, like, able to experience more, you know? Because players tend to fall into a hole where they kind of, they choose what they like, you know? And then they never explore, you know? Like, why fix a broken, or Sumi, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So it's a oh, there we go. It's just a little design philosophy that they have, you know. They want the player to be able to experiment with the tools they give you.
Kid finds a memento from a girl he knew. Always used to fancy her.
Rest in peace. More gas bag thingies. Squirts. Use that to heal. Okay.
He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous waterholes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
Nice. Let's break some stuff first. Oh, I think it's the shield for the right trigger, actually. L trigger. Okay, there we go.
Getting a handle on it. The security takes him for a petty thief.
Ooh.
Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Oh no. Like, this game kind of throws a lot at you pretty early. But it's not so incredibly hard that it's, like, daunting. They give you some cool abilities early, you know?
Big old fella pops out.
Big guy. Oh no, the squirts everywhere. Oh, hello. Gotta do better with my shield. Ooh, yeah. I forgot about the counter. Yeah, so if you time the counters out, you can get that
Kid sees the Bastion
bonus damage there.
It's a bit of a drop.
There we go. Make sure I got everything. I think I'm good. So I really wanted to play this game, of course, because I really want to play Hades, but I want to kind of just go through Supergiant's catalog real quick. Just because I think these games are really, really good. And look, there's the bow. Right now you're just picking up items and you can't switch, but eventually be able to change your items.
Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back.
Hooray. Give me some string.
The kid pockets a memento from a breaker, once the fastest man in the land.
So being a experimental technology child back in the day, I'm 90% sure, and I wish I could ask. I mean, I probably could just tweet at him or something, but I wish I could ask the composer Darren Korb if these music samples he got were from GarageBand, like Apple's digital audio workstation, because a couple of these instruments and even a couple of these loops that he uses are straight from GarageBand, which is fine. They sound good, and you wouldn't know unless you knew, right? So, ooh, cool ability. Oh god. By the way, I don't think I'm gonna play this for too long. I'll probably just do each section at a time, just because I want these episodes to be nice and quick, you know. Luckily, Bastion's levels are not super duper long, which is good, because you don't want too much. I'm kind of tired of games being really, really long. Get all the little juicies.
The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Well, hold on, let me do this first.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man.
Health? I don't really need health. Critical hit chance, maybe. I can only have one, right? Yeah. And I can change these out at any point, look. Which is awesome, because it's like, I hate when games force you to kind of stick with something you don't know how to use yet, you know? And this does a good job of allowing you to change on the fly, you know? Like, oh, wait, this mission requires me to have critical hit stuff, so I should probably choose critical hit stuff, you know? Whatever it is, right? I mean, more money is good. I don't really need any of this, so I think I'll just do the one that gives me more money. I think I like the bow more than the repeater. But look, I can have multiple ranged weapons. So that's what that game did, and that's what that design documentary was talking about, which was they allowed you to choose multiple weapons, so you can kind of like, oh, if you don't like the bow, well, hey, you know, you can use it and the fang repeater, you know, just in case you want to switch between them, you know. But I'm all about that hammer and the bow, so oops, I gotta get a skill. I like that. Furious Spinning Strike. Pretty cool. Let's do Whirlwind. That's the right trigger. The Whirlwind. Sorry to use it right now. Whee! Whoa! Maybe not right there. Maybe when you have more room.
Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins.
Corn bins. These like strange kind of ways to describe, you know, their little world. Like corn bin. That's a popcorn machine, right? Like corn bin is a good word. Ooh, it's down here first.
That one was Maud, the tutor. Once taught the kid good manners. He never used them, though.
So cool. Oh, big guy. There you go.
An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now.
This music, so cool. Ugh. Forgot about my shield. so cool. This music is great.
Kid takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a hammer on these guys.
He robs a scumbag of his last meal.
Ooh, big guy. Oh god, that thing is hard to control. Maybe I shouldn't use the spinning ability. He's breaking the floor. He almost did.
Kid puts him out of his misery.
Good thing I picked up that magnet ability. Nothing down there? Alright, let's go.
He finds the core to the Wharf District.
A very Zelda tactic, always roll.
Steals the city's heart. Might as well.
Go! I don't think there's anything worth staying.
The place is starting to fall. See, that core kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just
I
keeps
don't
running.
need that.
Somersaulting like crazy.
Somersaulting like crazy. So good.
At last, the skyway's in sight.
Woohoo!
Puts him where he needs to go.
Alright, so I might call it there just because I do want to play,
Now the
make
kid
these
sees
episodes
something
shorter.
stranger still.
But
His mind races.
we're here. Leonardo DiCaprio pointing meme. The Bastion. We're here. That's the name of the game.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
Love that. Ah, so cool.
We talk for a spell.
And the main Bastion theme is so good. The whole soundtrack is good. Again, I've spoken about this before in my Zelda game playthrough. A lot of what makes a game click for me is its soundtrack. I don't know why. I'm not like an incredibly musically inclined person in terms of like, I'm not like a, I mean, I kind of know how to play the piano, but I'm not like an amazing, you know, composer or anything like that. But, ooh, man, it hits me still.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch. I try to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up.
This game does a great job of doing what I'm not coining this term, but it just reminds me of it's like Mad Maxi, a Fury Roadie. It's like it doesn't spend a lot of time like explaining the world to you, because it's like it's almost assuming that the player can kind of, you know, get the nuances of it through like this cryptic dialogue or like these strange items you pick up. You know, things make sense if you kind of look at them enough, but it doesn't go out of your way or go out of its way to kind of like explain everything around the world to you. You know, like what is the Calamity? What is the Bastion? What's going on? You know, but the narrator does a great job of kind of like cluing the player into that notion that, you know what, it's all gonna get figured out. I'm gonna explain it along the way, or you're gonna see it. You know,
Just
it's
like that, the Bastion comes alive.
and the game's fun without it. You know, like you don't
Starts
need that
growing again,
that
growing stronger.
information
Kids
to
gotta
enjoy
put
the
its
game.
power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build.
Let's just be able to change our weapons a bit. Mirror shield, what does that do?
Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, Whirlwind was not as good as, or not. It's not that it wasn't good. It was just a little more dangerous than I thought it was. That's fine. We'll stick with it and learn how to use it.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
I love that they comment on, you know, what weapons you pulled out. It's great. That, you know, systemic writing that they've done is great.
Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him.
So, anyways,
Skyway.
Bastion works like this. You kind of pick these. You kind of pick these levels, right? And some of them are challenges, like they'll tell you, proving ground, or oh, we gotta go get the core, you know. But man, it's a good game. All right, so we're gonna call it there because I want to play like kind of each couple levels, kind of like what I'm doing with my StarCraft playthrough. All right. But anyways, that's Bastion. We're gonna get into it more. Great game. Can't wait to listen to more of the soundtrack. Oof, so good. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.